Okay, we're going to try to show how to add a bead to your elbow. Not this elbow, this elbow. So let's spotlight this one for everyone. There we go. I think I need to get another camera because my phone camera does not look clear to me. I need it to focus right here and it won't. It focuses down here where we don't need to. So anyway, on to making or putting a bead on. The first thing you need to do is work it all the way out, and you've got to make sure that where the point is between the second and third bobbin, you've got to make sure you can see it. Remember, if you have a choice of it being too short or too long, make it too short, especially if you're going to be adding a bead. Then you're going to take, and you should have a twist was your last stitch. I have been playing around with whether to leave it twisted or untwisted, and I have found it's easier to get a nice tight tension to the bead if you untwist just this last two pairs, untwist it. You're going to then use the Lazy Susan tool, and I'll put a link to where I got mine. Martha and I both have been trying to do it with just a needle. It didn't work. If you have a crochet hook that is small enough for you to get a bead on, and you can pull the thread of the outside bobbin through the bead, that's great. This one is too big to do that. Now, this pattern needs to have a seed bead size bead. So that's it. It's a little bitty one, but it works really well with this pattern. So you take the Lazy Susan, and I'm going to put the bead. Oh, it's threaded, and I've put a knot in this thread too. And I use black thread. It's a nylon thread, just something I happen to have, so that I can see it against the white because I use a lot of white. So I've put the bead on and I've pulled it all the way down. I'm then going to pull the black thread out so that there's a loop. So the bead is underneath my thumb, and there's a loop on the thread that's on the needle. You're going to take the outside bobbin and put the bobbin through that hoop that you made with the pin or with the Lazy Susan and bead. Then you're going to pull the bead, holding onto that thread so it doesn't go anywhere, onto the black thread. You've pulled the bobbin up so that the thread, white thread of the bobbin, makes a nice easy pathway for the bead to go through. And you're going to pull this out, hold on to everything until you have a loop on the bobbin thread. Okay, sorry. Yeah, there we go. Making sure the bead is where it's supposed to be, which is on the bobbin thread. You're going to take the third bobbin, or the next to last bobbin, and thread it through the loop that had the bead with it. Oh, I did this earlier. You're supposed to already have a pin there. Okay, so we got it. And you're going to tension up to the pin. Now then, put the twist back because we had the twist on there. The bobbins are not the same length. Now let me see if I can show you. That's because I had to change the length of them to have enough thread to go through all the loops. So I'm going to make them all the same length again because tension is easier that way. You do that by putting a pin right there, pulling it out, and tightening it. Okay. To make this tension work well, you're going to work the bobbins at this angle, just like you're coming from where the original thread pathway before the pin. You're going to work it just the same way. And every once in a while, you're going to rock it around to check and see. But this way, your tension is easier to keep that, bead up close to the pin. So I'm going to check. Yeah, I went too far, but that's okay. Just undo it. And then I hopefully have got, yep, I do. Do a windmill. Show you again. Pair 2 over pair 3. Pair 2 over 1. It's odd or even over odd. And 4 over 3. Put a pin up in between pairs 2 and pairs 3. And then close it by putting pair 2 over pair 3. Pull tension. And the beads, it's in an okay place. It's not my favorite. It's not the best one I've done, but it'll work. So, and you just keep on with your pattern. Cross, twist, tension, cross, twist, tension, cross, twist, check it. Yeah. Put a pin in, unlike what I did last time. Let's go ahead and put another bead on. Okay. There's the bead. There's the tool. There we go. Ooh, that's easier than me trying to hold it and thread it. Make the loop. Untwist the last 2 pair. Take the last bobbin. Oops, it had one jump on me. Thread it through. Holding, making sure that it doesn't drop on you. Sorry, my hands all of a sudden got uncoordinated. Then we're going to pull the bead off of the black thread onto the white thread. Hold the white thread and the bead tight so it doesn't go anywhere. I'm going to need to make it longer. Told you last time I did it and I didn't tell you when I was doing it, so I'm glad I did it again. Okay, you can tell how this is all wound up. So I'm going to put my pin in here close to my fingers, and well, I was going to do it. Oh, there we go. There's the big one. And there we go. Yeah, it's not working very nicely with me this time. But, so now I have the loop in the bobbin thread. I'm going to put the next bobbin closest to it, so that would be number 3 if we're counting. And then I can let both bobbins go and get that bead up there. Put the twist back on since I took it off. Shorten the bobbins. And I'm going to try to keep that bead on the other side of the pin this time. See if that helps tighten as close as I can to the pin. You always want to tension as close to the pins as you can. Okay, I went a little too far, as you're wont to do. Yeah, I think I will try to keep the pins on the other side, or the beads on the other side of the pins. I think I like that look better because this is your lace, and whatever you like is the right way to do it. And let's stop that.